Okay, back for the third time. Third time's a charm. I don't know what's going on with the issues that I'm having today, but hello, happy Wednesday. My name is Vanessa Kinsey. If you don't know me or this is your first time here, just know that I am passionate about efficiency, simplicity, and helping you learn how to live from your heart. And what does that mean when I say that? When I say that in my intro, what in the world does that even mean? And it basically means learning to listen to yourself, learning to listen to your own voice, that voice that's inside of you, that was given to you when you were born, your directional system. And people will say, oh my God, I don't have a voice. This is so scary. I don't have a voice. I don't have a voice. And I'm going to tell you, yes, you do. We all do. I promise you, you have that voice. You're just so used to not listening to it. After decades of ignoring it, you lost touch with it. And you've been practicing ignoring it for like your whole entire life, because listening to yourself can make other people very unhappy, right? Truly, that's what happens when you start listening to yourself and you start doing things to make yourself happy. And so this morning I caught myself doing something, and I thought it was so funny how this came up. So my own voice, and this is something that I've been doing since I started doing these videos. In fact, it started in like summer of 2017 when I started listening to myself. And I finally got up the nerve to try and step out and try to start doing these videos. Actually, I did 2 of them in summer of 2017. And it was really scary. And I had some people that were very unhappy with me doing that, and still are, in fact. I get completely judged. And there are people in my life that I get the silent treatment from, or that heckle me, or that, oh, your little videos, that's so funny about your little videos. All in a way to try and, squish me down and stop me from doing what I'm doing. But I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just going to do it. And so this morning, though, I thought it was really funny, this thing that happened. My voice has been saying to me, now, mind you, this is something I've been practicing for a really, really long time, listening to myself. And you have to start off with little tiny baby steps to learn how to do this. But I thought it was so funny this morning. I was putting on my makeup and I was thinking to myself, my voice has been saying to me, red lipstick. That is the funny little voice inside myself that's been talking to me, red lipstick. Those 2 little words. And if you know me, I'm like not really a makeup person. I'm becoming more of a makeup person as I get older because I feel like I have to. I have to wear more makeup, but I'm like pretty low maintenance. But these words keep coming up, red lipstick. Last night I was at the gym and this new girl came in. I was working out and she had a really cute outfit on. And so I was looking at her and she turned around and she was wearing red lipstick. And I was like in the middle of my workout. Otherwise I would have been like, oh my God, red lipstick. Tell me what kind of red lipstick that is. But the funny thing is that I thought of that. And then I thought, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put a post up on Facebook. And I'm going to ask you guys, I'm going to ask my friends, like I have some makeup artists. I know some people, some of you wear lipstick or whatever. I want to know, like, can you recommend a red lipstick for me? And the second that I thought about putting that up there, I immediately started hearing these voices from other people that are in my head that were saying things like, red lipstick? What is that all about? You don't even wear lipstick, Vanessa. You don't, let alone red. Like, who do you even think you are wearing red lipstick? And I had that realization. I was like, oh my God, this is exactly the kind of stuff that's holding us all back. This fear of being judged by other people. And if it could come through that strongly about like the color lipstick, seriously, that I'm going to wear, imagine how much the boat is going to get rocked when you start making changes and taking radical responsibility for your own happiness, and you start doing things that really do affect other people, that in some way or shape or form actually do, you stop putting them first, you stop making people, you stop doing things that make everybody else happy, and you start taking care of tending to your own heart and your own happiness first. people get really like upset about that. But you know what? People do not want you to live outside of the limitations that they have set for you. And in reality, those limitations have absolutely nothing to do with you, which is so funny when it comes down to it. And I realized as this was happening this morning, and it hit me like a bolt of lightning. I was like, this is huge. This is really big. And I've been so conscious and so aware and so much pushing myself out of my comfort zone to do things that I feel like I'm being called to do. And then I realized that how something that happened last night. I was having this conversation with a really good friend of mine. We were having a text conversation back and forth. And she told me, she was telling me how she got a tattoo, basically. And I jokingly said to her, well, you know, it's a good thing that you didn't tell me about that ahead of time, because I totally would have told you not to do that. And I said it jokingly, but like at the time I really meant it. And as I thought about that this morning, because I was like, wow, you know, here I was throwing my opinion out to someone, and luckily she didn't ask me for it ahead of time. Because this morning she sent me a further text and explained to me the purpose of what this particular tattoo meant to her and why she got it. And that it is exactly the kind of thing that I'm talking about here. It is exactly, she listened to herself. She's following her own heart. It is so hard to do that. And you have to do it one day at a time. One conscious awareness of of listening to yourself, of what you're saying to yourself. One little step at a time. And the thing is that when we do these things, no one outside of us can hear that voice. No one can. It's coming. It's only for us to hear. And we have to be able to have the strength within ourselves to be able to trust it. Because if you go ask other people opinions about what you're doing or what you're going to do, I guarantee you that they are not probably going to be very supportive about it, because what their own opinion of what they're saying, just like me and with my friend and her tattoo, it had nothing to do with her and how it affects her or anything. It has to do with the fact that I just really have a strong dislike for tattoos for me personally. But when she told me why she did it, I was like, I'm like jumping up and down. Thank God she didn't listen to me, because I could have put a lid on what she was doing for herself, just like what happened to me when I started doing my first videos back in July of 2017, when I did 2 videos and I got torn apart by somebody close to me about them, completely ripped apart about it. Totally, your lighting's not right and this and this. There was nothing positive said about it. And it took me a good 5 or 6 months to be able to get the courage up after that, after being told something from someone else. And it probably didn't even have anything to do with me. Perhaps it had something to do with that person being, you know, afraid of how maybe I was reflecting on them. Regardless, it has nothing to do with me, right? And so my message for you today is to just start listening to yourself. And if you don't know how to do that, follow me and we'll learn how to do it together. I'm a part, and I have so many people in this group, in my group, that have been following me and have been giving me so much courage and inspiration from the messages that I get and the actions that they're taking in their own life. And I don't want you to have to do it alone, because it is scary, but I promise you it is going to be so much fun and it is going to be so worth it. We can totally figure it out together. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. If you're watching on the replay, please hit #replay so I can say hello to you. And thank you for watching. And if you are taking radical responsibility for your own happiness, and I don't care how tiny that decision is that you're making for yourself, those little things that you're starting to listen to yourself and saying, you know, I don't know, what kind of lipstick do you want to wear, right? Those are the things that I want to hear about in your life, because they inspire me too. So thank you so very much for being here with me today. I cannot wait to hear your comments. Have a great day. Bye.